All right, it's top of the morning. You heard me? And you know I'm chilling, I'm laying back. You know what I'm saying? Prayed up, that's the only way up. You heard me? Focus, standing on business too. You heard me? And just being an inspiration to the whole generation. You heard me? Because people have a tendency, you heard me, in life to forget about God. And not just God, bro. They don't take things under consideration. See, when this what I do, bro. You know, I ain't lying. I can listen when I go through things. I empathize with people. Like I know what that's like. Like somebody, you know, you in somebody's house, they treating you less than what you is, cause they know you ain't got nowhere to go at that time. Not saying I'm in no position like that, but I can empathize with people on all kind of levels. And when you a person that can empathize with people, that means you a caring person. You see where I'm at? And I'm going here because the word this morning is it's gonna come from my favorite Psalms, and I gotta go here because it's a lot of people haven't been taking things under consideration. You see, he say, blessed are those who consider the poor, for the Lord will deliver him in a time of trouble. You see how that works? Blessed are those who consider the poor, for the Lord will deliver him in a time of trouble. See, when you consider other people's situation, God will look at your situation. You gotta listen, bro. When you consider other people's situation, God will look at your situation. Amen. Yeah, you gotta know this, you heard me? And I'm going here because you know we living in our last days. And I ain't lying, bro, you heard me? If I ain't seen selfish in times we living in now, I see it. You heard me? And I'm going here because people have a tendency to forget. You heard me? Ain't nothing wrong with making sure you straight before you make sure anybody else straight. Because if you don't take care of you, who else is? But when you able to make a sacrifice, you heard me, and help somebody, or even consider, like, damn, that's cool. You heard me? Like, and God gonna know when you real with that, you heard me? Cause like sometimes you gonna have to move on stuff, you heard me? And I'm going here because people don't take things under consideration, you heard me? They don't take things under consideration, and this is where we falling short at, you heard me? You gotta put yourself in other people's position, you heard me? You gotta do that sometimes, you heard me? I mean, would I want that done if that was me? Why you think God gave us that commandment when he said, love God, all our heart, all our mind, all our soul, and all our strength. But the second commandment, he said, love your neighbor as you love yourself, you heard me? Like, and your neighbor is your neighbor, you heard me? Like, he said, like he said, don't have no respect to persons neither. So I'm going here because start taking things under consideration, man. Start doing that, you heard me? I mean, would you want somebody to steal from you? I'm asking you, like, would you really want that to go on? Would you want somebody to, listen, I need to know, like, cause you gotta ask yourself these things, like, cause you gotta start taking things under consideration. This is when God gonna take you under consideration. You heard me? Yeah, he said, blessed are those who consider the poor. The Lord will deliver him in a time of trouble. Amen. And I'm going here because a lot of people don't take things under consideration. You heard me? Yeah, because just like you got children, they got children too. Just like you got a mama, they got a mama too. You heard me? Just like you need your job, they need their job too. You heard me? Just like you want your respect, they want their respect too. You heard me? So people don't take things under consideration, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? And like I say, sometimes it be their way of thinking to get them out the way. You heard me? You ever heard? It's real in the Bible when he say, there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, But in the end, it's the ways of death. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man. But in the end, it's the ways of death. You heard me? And you gotta know that, like, sometimes people way of thinking to get them out the way. You heard me? They'll kill themselves with their way of thinking. You heard me? But if your heart ain't right, you know your thoughts ain't gonna be right. You heard me? I rob Peter to pay Paul. That don't go like that. Until somebody get you and your people and jack y'all. Now you feeling some type of way. You heard me? Oh, I rob Peter to pay Paul. You know how the other, it's a dog-eat-dog world. That's how you think. Be not conformed, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You heard me? You got to get your heart all the way right, though. You got to let God come inside you. You got to do that inner work. Yeah, you got to do that inner work. Because like your girl said on that song, how you going to win if you ain't right with them? But start taking things under consideration, man. And that's when you're going to become blessed. That's when you're going to be having your eyes open. That's when God going to line your blessings up, because now you going to be trusted. You heard me? Because now you got a heart like God wants you to have. Now you care about people. Now you taking things under consideration. You heard me? Blessed those who consider the poor. You heard me? Yeah, you got to take things under consideration, bro. You heard me? And start thinking like this. You heard me? Like, be grateful, man. Be grateful. You heard me? Be grateful and start showing appreciation. You heard me? Like, don't just, I appreciate. Show people you appreciate them. You heard me? That's reciprocation. Appreciation is reciprocation. You heard me? So, yeah, I'm going here because a lot of people want God to take things under consideration. When the last time you took something under consideration? You heard me? When the last time you looked on the side of the road and had $2, $3 and could have gave it to the person on the side of the road because God was testing your character? But they can't help you right now, so you know what I'm saying? You don't know what happened to them people. You heard me? Something had to happen you to gave up like that. See, when you gave them that $2 and told them, have a good day, God still love you, that would have boosted their faith up. You heard me? And that wash away a multitude of sins. When you bring them back, that wash away a multitude of sins. You heard me? Yeah, you got to know that. You heard me? So let them know they still got love out here. And start considering. You heard me? What if that was you? You heard me? Because I'm going to tell you, you heard me? Life be lifing. Like they say, you heard me? And all that is, things happen, man. You heard me? That's what I always did. Like, man, no matter up, down, like, I always watch how I treated people. I ain't ever let a hard time turn me into a monster. You heard me? And people need to start taking things under consideration. Heartbreaks happen. Betrayals happen. Backstabs happen. You heard me? But don't get like them. Don't let your mind say, oh, he did that to me, I'm going to do that to them. You heard me? Man, you got to start praying out here. You heard me? The times we living in now, you got to get close to God as you could get to him. You heard me? Ain't nobody going to be perfect, but I'd rather keep it all the way real with somebody who going to keep it all the way real with me. If I know you're going to keep it all the way real, and God going to keep it all the way real. He just got a funny way of giving you the game. You heard me? Like, but when your heart right, he going to drop the whole thing on you. So be mindful of that and just start taking things under consideration. Amen? And it's nothing like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people gonna be people though. You know what I'm saying? People stray away. You heard me? I'm here to bring you back. Amen? Yeah, I'm here to bring you back. You heard me? And it's just my purpose. You heard me? So be mindful of that and don't forget. Blessed are those who consider the poor, for the Lord will deliver them in a time of trouble. You heard me? When the last time you took things under consideration for the next person? Start taking things under consideration, you heard me? And evaluate some things. Amen? So ponder on that. Stay up. Stay focused, you heard me? I love all y'all, one.